Hey hey chomie, welcome back to Gossip Cafe. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning subby, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. I would like to apologize because of my videos are coming late today. My laptop decided to die on me, and it was like, no honey, I am still busy with my Mother's Day stuff, and obviously I decided to go and do some shopping and do my life out there and stuff like that, enjoy my life, my day and stuff like that. It's Monday, and so I came back and I said, you know what, I need to do this once again because I don't think I need to go a day without a video, especially Monday. Mondays are very important to me. So without wasting any more time, we actually talking about the late AKA and the late Nalie Tembe. Nalie Tembe was AKA's girlfriend who jumped from the 10th floor at Pepper Club Hotel in Cape Town while AKA was busy having a ball in the loo or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, let's jump straight into it.
Welcome to Gossip Cafe.
So the day was the 11th of April 2021, where AKA and Nalie Tembe obviously went out and have some fun and all of those things, and they came back apparently and they had some argument and stuff like that in their hotel room. And apparently this is what AKA is saying. Apparently AKA says that within that argument and stuff like that, Nalie Tembe threatened to actually unalive herself by jumping off the 10th floor, right, and fall to her death, right? So obviously on that commotion, AKA says that he went out, he went to actually to the toilet or to the loo to relieve himself or something like that. And I don't know, I like the story is like a bit misty and stuff like that. So that's when he came back, obviously he checked and Nalie Tembe was not there, or Anele Tembe was not there, and he says he checked the other room or whatever like that, if I'm not mistaken, or checked the whole hotel room. It was like a penthouse or something like that, this hotel room, but it was just a hotel room. And he says that he went and checked at the balcony, and when he saw at the balcony, he saw Nalie Tembe was on the ground, on the floor. I mean, firstly, this girl was naked and all of those things, or people were already busy with her at the bottom, or the person that saw her was busy trying to obviously cover Nalie, or trying to actually perform a CPR and stuff like that, and AKA decided not to go down and stuff like that. It is yeah, you know, but anyway, this is not about that. So it has been said that the case has been reopened. Don't ask me why the case was closed if the parents were not satisfied about the whole thing. So getting into the whole thing, AKA died as well on the if I'm not mistaken, it was Feb or something like that. You know what, there's too many dates going on here, but anyway, AKA died this year. AKA was assassinated in Durban, and a lot of people were actually insinuating that Nalie Tembe had something to do with the whole AKA saga. I mean, it was trending all over the show that they were not satisfied with the whole Nalie unaliving herself. And obviously the father also came out and saying that Nalie did not have any depression. She did not have any of those things, and she was not suicidal. Okay, let me draw you back a bit. On the 11th of December, that was in 2020, whereby Nalie Tembe was on the roof of the Hilton Hotel in Durban, very distressed. You know what, let me just quickly refresh you by playing the video. So as you can see on the video, she is very distressed, and obviously at that time when the video came out, we did not know that it was Anele Tembe, but the police actually confirmed that it was a girlfriend of a South African well-known rapper, whereby it went on, and aka obviously also confirmed and stuff like that, knew that it was Anele Tembe. And at that time she was alone over there, and apparently this was not her first time attempting to unalive herself. She tried a couple of times to really unalive herself, but obviously it was not really the time. But unfortunately on the 11th of April 2021 it did happen, and she was successful, unfortunately. I'm not gonna say she did it on purpose, or actually she unalived herself, because obviously we were not there. There is no video that is proving anything. AKA was there, and AKA is having his story. But the real factors here that were raised were, firstly, the family was not really satisfied by the whole thing. That the only statement that was taken was the receptionist and AKA, obviously, and there's nothing else. There's nothing tangible, and they proved that Anele Tembe fell over 5 meters from the building, which shows that someone threw her down there, because it is they say scientifically, it says, or mathematically, it's supposed to be at least 2 meters away from the building if you are actually unaliving yourself, if you're actually jumping down to your death, right? So obviously Anele Tembe was lying down there 5 meters from the building instead of 2 meters from the building. And apparently they also checked the actual rails or ballast or whatever, I don't know what you call them, on the balcony, and there were no fingerprints. So obviously if you're gonna jump and there's something higher on your balcony, you need to touch the balcony in order for you to be higher than the balcony and jump down, right? So you cannot be flying from the ground to over the actual rails of the actual balcony. So that is another thing that they were not satisfied with, and I think the inquest is gonna go on, or I think the investigation is gonna go on. Obviously I would have, you know what, I think the family should have gone to like a private investigator or something like that, and maybe try to get more information about the whole thing before they actually reopen the case. But I don't know why the case was closed in the first place if the family was not satisfied from the beginning. I think they should have taken up with the higher court or something like that. They should have done something, because obviously also they say that there was blood in the hotel room, so that should have been tested. Everything should have been shown. I'm not sure if there's any cameras, and also on top of it, they say that obviously AKA did not go down, whereby Anele Tembe was still alive at least for 20 minutes after she threw herself on the ground from the 10th floor of the hotel. So that 20 minutes was crucial. AKA should have been there to check up on her. Why do you only go out and just go back in? And after that, apparently he went on and have some bash with his entourage, with his friends or whoever, I don't know. So now the family is saying that we need to investigate. Obviously on my side, when I had this one, I said, why do you want it to be open so badly right now when AKA is dead as well, and when people are pointing fingers saying that you actually murdered AKA? Why now? What is it that is going to happen? What are you going to do with the outcomes? Because now both of these people are all gone, right? And now people are pointing fingers at, are they trying to actually divert the attention, or are they trying to actually get the justice that Anele Tembe deserves? And also, as I said, the father said Anele Tembe was not actually suicidal. It's either she was on drugs, or when she was at the Hilton Hotel in Durban on the 11th of December 2020, it's either she was high and he also insinuated that obviously Anele Tembe was doing like substance abuse, and at some point he said she was not doing any substance abuse, or she was not doing any substances like my drugs or something like that. But it's a confusing story. It's a lot. There's a lot of things going on. But on my side, obviously this thing is tricky. If you weigh both sides, both AKA and the parents, you actually and Nellie's parents, you actually say, okay, what is going on here? But also you have to understand that Nellie's parents also, if they actually did assassinate AKA, they actually had the reason to do so. As much as it's not a good thing to do so, but they had the reason to do so because they were not satisfied with the whole thing, right? They were not satisfied with that. AKA's also AKA's what you call the interview. I found it it was so empty. I couldn't find all the answers that I would have expected from it. It was so easy. It felt like it was so rehearsed and stuff like that. So obviously the parents will be very suspicious of the whole thing. There's a lot of things that I would think that the parents would be suspicious. And also I think they should have tested the blood. If there was blood in the hotel room, they should have tested the blood. If the blood was actually Anele Tembe's blood or AKA's blood, then there would be an information on, okay, it was physical. It went on to be physical, and apparently AKA had scratches on his back, which were like defense scratches. You know, when someone is trying to fight and all of those things, the perpetrator will also have the scratches, the defense scratches and stuff like that. But anyway, let me know what you think about the whole thing. Do you think it is the right thing to open the case? And I feel like AKA's parents also, I'm not sure, I've got a feeling that they accepted that AKA is dead and stuff like that. And I've got a feeling that maybe they know, or they are suspicious of the whole thing. I have no idea. But the fact that Utatakat Anele Tembe is saying that Anele Tembe was not suicidal, I mean, we saw the video, and I think he didn't know anything about his daughter when it comes to mental health, or the daughter was taking drugs. I have no clue. Please tell me what you think about this. Do you think they will come to the actual decision, or the actual perpetrator who actually pushed Anele Tembe down to her death? Do you think it was AKA? Because now we're the same thing. Do you think it was AKA, or Anele Tembe just unalived herself just like that? Thank you so much for watching till this far. Please do me a favor, subscribe, and make sure that you hit the notification bell. And please do like this video if you enjoyed it. I'll see you on my next fantastic one. Peace out.